بسم الله نحمده ونصلي ونسلم على رسوله الكريم. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are continuing talking about the biography of the four great jurists, and we are inshallah today going to complete the talk about Imam Malik radiallahu anhu as the second great jurist after Imam Abi Hanifa. In the chronology, the way they came in, not in the importance, they were equally important, all of them. We cannot say really who is best. Each one was good in a specific angle. Day before yesterday, we started talking about the students of Imam Malik. Today we will talk about them. They are just three. Well, there are very many. Remember, I mentioned that Imam Malik had very many students because of two reasons. One of the major reasons was that he was living in Medina. And Medina is a place where a lot of visitors visit Medina. If they have gone for Hajj or they have gone for Umrah, by visiting the tomb of the Prophet ﷺ, Qabr Rasul, and Imam Malik was teaching in the Masjid Rasul and in the Rawah, where usually people would like to be there. So definitely they will get educated. Some of them are on that time when somebody has come for Umrah or for Hajj, will remain for another 2 months, 3 months, or even more. So he got a lot of students, those who remain for a short while and those who stay for very long. But we'll just mention three because of the issue of the time, and then go to other issues pertaining to him. We said one reason was that he was living in Medina. The second reason, he never left Medina. He didn't go anywhere else other than Mecca when he goes for Hajj or Umrah. Otherwise, he has not been like Imam Abi Hanifa, who was in Kufa and then traveling to come and look for more knowledge in Medina, in Mecca, and in other places. Simply because during the time of Imam Malik, still there was a lot of knowledge and ilm in Medina. So if he tried and he did to contain, to get all the knowledge which is within Medina, that is enough really. Second major reason again is that Imam Malik lived for very long. He was born 93 Hijri and died 179, so he lived 86 years, which means he was the Mufti and giving the dars every time at the Masjid Rasul for over 60 years. That also makes him to be able to have a lot of students. Now, this particular student, Abdullah bin Wahab, is the student who stayed with Imam Malik for 20 years as his student. I'm just trying to emphasize how patient these people were with their teachers and how much they were eager to get knowledge. And really, that is how you become knowledgeable, if you spend a lot of time with your teacher. Of course, during that time, you needed a lot of time because there are no books which have been written. A hadith has not yet been compiled, so the only one easiest way for you is to be next to the teacher. He reads for you the hadith and you try to memorize. And because of that, they were very good as far as their memory is concerned, as I'm going to mention one or two issues connected to that. Abdullah bin Wahab was Qurayshi, from among the Quraysh. He remained with Malik for 20 years. He was ultimately faqih of Misr, the great faqih in Misr, and he took a lot of hadith from various people who Az-Zuhri took. Zuhri was one of the teachers of Imam Malik, remember when we talked about him in Shihab. And he had, Abdullah bin Wahab, over 400 sheikhs. When we say like that, does not necessarily mean that he will be sitting up all of them, but they are sheikh because he will go and collect the hadith. If you have 1, 2, 5, 10 hadith from somebody, then he's your sheikh because they taught you something. So they used to visit all these sheikhs, anybody who has good knowledge about hadith, because that was the only way to get the source of ilm. By then, it is hadith. Qur'an is there, you can read it. It is the hadith which have not yet been compiled. And later on, if you get somebody like Imam Malik, you can get the fatawa, the values which were given by the Sahaba or by the Tabi'in. Because Abdullah bin Wahab had a lot of shuyukh and he tried to learn a lot of hadith from very many people, most cases his hadiths were not really that sahih because he was not so particular. You remember we said Imam Malik, one of his quality was that he is very particular way he gets the hadith from. And he says himself, I came up with a big problem. I had so many hadiths I memorized, but then I got mixed up. Which hadiths are sahih, which hadiths are not. Remember I told you, Ilm al-Rijal had not yet been compiled by them. Ilm al-Rijal is the biography of the people who reported the hadiths. Later on, because the Ilm al-Hadith, the science of hadith was so thorough, people knew who are these people who reported the hadith. Abu Hurairah, what is his nature? What was he? How long did he live? Did he live with the Prophet? What happened? Where was he? How many years did he live with the Prophet? When did he come to join the Prophet? Like for example, Abu Hurairah joined the Prophet in the 7th year after Hijrah. So if you say that the hadith was reported in about, say, during the time of Battle of Uhud, and it was reported by Abu Hurairah, you say this is not correct. Abu Hurairah was not with the Prophet by then. This is how they do. It's a very strict science. I'm saying this because people don't appreciate. They think hadith, can guess there and hadith, how can we know which is right, which is sahih, which is right? Yes, there are people who are really learning. Just of late, we had Sheikh Albani. If you say that the sahih has been sahaha or Albani said this correct, everybody was taking it with a lot of weight. Because some people, Allah has given the memory that they can memorize thousands of hadith, and they can know which one is hadith sahih, which one is da'if, and which one was invented. Because they have been living with those people and those issues the hadith, that's it. So he said he will get mixed up, and then who will rescue Imam Malik and Layth? Layth is one of the great scholars. How will he rescue them? He will read for Imam Malik. And Imam Malik will tell him, this hadith is not sahih. Or today, this is not hadith, it's sahih. I was very fascinated when I was reading that just resemble how supervisors at the universities do. When you write your thesis, your supervisor goes through it, and you have to go send it to him so many times or and correct the version and change, because he masters the subject. He will correct for you so that ultimately you come up with the correct thing. Otherwise, even in science, you will be told somebody said this, somebody did experiment like this, somebody did this, and then you get confused. You are not able to follow a certain theme and come up with something yourself. Even your own result, you don't know how to argue about your result. Because there are some people who got results negative, there are some people who got results negative, and you have to be able to argue why there was negative result, why there was positive, why I think my results are okay. So this is actually interestingly what Imam Malik and Layth were doing to their students. It's a great job, really. Malik used to love this student, Abdullah bin Wahab, and ultimately he went to Masr and spread the madhab of Imam Malik. The second student is Abdul Rahman ibn Qasim, who again accompanied Imam Malik for 20 years. And he was like Muhammad ibn al-Hasan in madhab Abi Hanifa. I want to explain this one again, I'm interested. If you remember, Muhammad ibn Hassan was very young when Imam Abi Hanifa died. He was a student from the very early age, but when Imam Abi Hanifa died, Muhammad ibn Hassan al-Shaybani was just 18 years. So definitely, he was not able to get a lot from Imam Abi Hanifa. But he got a lot from Abu Yusuf, who was the elder and the greatest student of Imam Abi Hanifa. After getting a lot from Abu Yusuf, and Abu Yusuf got more hadith than Abi Hanifa, because he lived longer. And Imam Muhammad al-Hasan al-Shaybani, when I'm saying as a student of Abi Hanifa, studied also with Imam Malik for about 3 years. So he also got a lot of hadith. Then he will try to follow the madhab of Abi Hanifa, but then sometimes he will divert and not agree with him in a number of issues, him plus Abu Yusuf. Why? Because they got more evidence. They got more hadith, which they have not yet reached Imam Abi Hanifa. I said that time hadith have not been compiled. They will say that now our version will disagree with Imam Abi Hanifa, but we still follow the same principle of Madhab Abi Hanifa, but our version is this. And they will say, hey, Swahibuna, our master, our teacher, was he alive? He would accept our version. Because if he knew what we have known now, he would follow that. And Abdurrahman ibn Qasim was the same. These great students who come up with their own, they agree 60%, 70%. Because Al-Shaybani and Abu Yusuf were being told 1/3 of the madhab they have taken from Abu Hanifa, they disagree. Disagreeing in a nice way, because the argument, if you were there, it would have been the same. And Imam Abdurrahman ibn Qasim was also disagreeing with Imam Malik because of other evidence he got. This is not surprising. Remember, one of the reasons why Imam Malik would say, La adri fi asl, I don't know. And Layth would say, these people have come from very far, they have come from Morocco, they have come from Tunisia, they have come from maybe Misr. He said that if I give them the fatwa, then they disappear, then I get other evidence, how will I get them to correct what I've said? So I think this was the situation. The fatwa and the fiqh was being formulated, I think you understand, was being formulated even during the time of the Prophet and Sahaba specifically. The only thing that people will discuss is what happened. Now, occurrences of various types had not yet happened so much. That is why you can find that an interesting thing with somebody like Abu Hanifa, he would suppose it's like this. He will have about 100, 1,000 question supposition and then get the answer. Imam Malik, remember, was telling you he was not in favor of that. But Abu Hanifa was saying this thing will happen. So I think this is the scenario we need to understand when we find that a student has not agreed with his master because they have their own principle of usul al-fiqh, how to take. And we find that here, my teacher did not take this because he did not have this evidence. Muhammad ibn Qasim, the student we are talking about, as others, was Jawad and very generous, Zahidan. He was not interested in this world, Abidan, and he was not agreeing to be closer to the rulers. And he says, ليس في قرب الولاة ولا في الدنو منهم خير. There is nothing khair to be closer to the rulers. Now again, this is an interesting statement. I like to put various versions to widen our knowledge and also to be able to accommodate some issues here. Now, this is a student of Imam Malik. Imam Malik was not close to the Khulafa, but he was not really so much against them. He will accept their presence. His student will not accept. Imam Abu Hanifa, if you remember, will not accept their presence, will not accept to take part in their rule. Before he died, he was caned quite a lot. We talked about his death by Abu Mansur, the last, not the last, it is Abu Mansur, one of the rulers of Bani Umayyah, because they wanted him to be the chief power. And he refused. Remember, he said that even if I am told to count the number of those in a certain mosque, I will not do. How will I be the chief power? While his student, Abu Yusuf, became the chief power. But we don't have time. He had very tough stance. At one time, so that we mentioned, so that we're fair to all of them. So somebody doesn't just think that he accepted because he was getting money. He would be getting a lot of money. But he was trying to be very tough. One time, there's somebody who came to Abu Yusuf as chief of Qur'an, and he said, my land has been snatched. He said, who snatched? He said, Amir al-Mu'mineen. Then he asked the Amir al-Mu'mineen, that time I can't remember the name. He said, no, I bought it, it's not his. Then he said, Amir al-Mu'mineen, if I bought it, I have to get evidence. Can I call the pastor? So he called the pastor. The pastor said, in the presence of the Amir, that my land has been snatched. I didn't sell it. Amir al-Mu'mineen said, no, it is mine. Abu Yusuf said, you have evidence? I have to get evidence. If I don't get evidence, then I'm going to rule that it's reverted to him. He didn't get evidence, he reverted and told the pastor the land is yours, because he could see the that there was something which is not genuine. Now, I am saying some people accept this position with the belief that they will do something good. If you are of that time, it is okay. And as I said the other time, if you want to accept this position, don't accept them for the sake of you. You will benefit out of it. Accept it for the sake of Islam, accept it for the sake of Ummah. Even though you will benefit, that is okay. You will be given a salary, you will be given present, it's okay. But to make sure whatever you are doing is the right way. Those are the stands in Islam. In any position for that matter. If you find you cannot, don't take it. If you find if you do it, you will benefit, but you also not go against Islamic rules, accept it. And the people will benefit, will make the ruler closer to be sympathetic to Islamic issues. That is quite okay. So this is actually what happened to Muhammad ibn Qasim. Abdurrahman ibn Qasim. The last one is Ashhab ibn Abdul Aziz al-Qisi al-Amiri, was also a student of Imam Abi Hanifa, and he was a very learned individual. I will just say one thing because I want to continue with other important issues. Imam Shafi'i, this he remained in Egypt, he said, ما رأيت أفقه من أشهب وقد انتهيت إليه رياسة الفقه في مصر. I have never seen in Egypt somebody who was as faqih than Ashab, and when I left sort of the authority about the fiqh to him. So he must have been a very great scholar. And Imam Shafi'i, you know, also was in a way a student of Imam Malik because he studied Al-Muwatta under the leadership, under his teacher, Imam Malik. Now, let me mention a bit the trial which Imam Malik suffered in the rule of Abu Ja'far al-Mansur. Sorry, I mentioned that time I could say I was getting mixed up. Abu Ja'far al-Mansur is not from Bani Umayyah, it is from Bani Abbas. Abi Hanifa had a problem with Bani Umayyah to start with, and ultimately with Abi Ja'far. Imam Malik, in the fiqh, he believed that if you give a divorce, you are forced to do it by whatever reason. Maybe you are threatened that you have to divorce your wife, and you do that, the divorce is not acceptable. It's not avoided. It doesn't happen. Because it has to come with the khiyar, with the option that you can say yes or no. It's as if sometimes, God forbid, you are forced to say something against your religion, and your iman is quite okay, you can say it, and then you're still a Muslim, as what happened to Ammar ibn Yasir. So, there is a hadith which shows that a divorce, if you are compelled, does not pass that it's accepted. He mentioned that in his gathering, in his dars. Now, this was not taken well by the ruler around that time of Ja'far al-Mansur, because there was another person who was contesting, who was revolting, Muhammad Abdullah al-Nafs Zakiyah, contesting, trying to say he should be the ruler, and now people were saying in the Medina, some people say Imam Malik said that, we are not very sure, Imam Malik was not to get involved in the politics, but some people say that now if this person wants to be elected to be the Amir, and we have already elected Abu Ja'far al-Mansur, we have given him the bay'ah, what happened? Then the interpretation is that that bay'ah was because of compulsion. You had no option. So it's not really you gave the bay'ah because you accepted it. So the authority was not happy. They didn't want him to say this issue of Qur'an because it is called an implication in the issue. I think we understand that. Now this is what will put him to trouble. And then again he was starting to talk about it. Abu Ja'far al-Mansur was a very cunning and smart individual in our way. He said smart, but to be smart is to be closer to Allah and not just change things. So there was a wali, a governor in Medina, who was actually monitoring that. And of course, Imam Malik had quite a number of enemies. If you have become a very famous individual, a great chef, everybody listens to you, definitely you will have some people who are not happy about that, whether from the system, when I say system here from the Khalifa, oh, the Shuyukh, other Shuyukh, Hassan, just find why is he the one who is so popular than myself? You know, sometimes we are not on the same level on the question of taqwa. So we hear that he tried to find out whether Imam Malik would say something, but somebody asked in the presence of the Darsa, what happened, Imam Malik, on the talaq which you are forced? And Imam Malik just said, this is not acceptable, he doesn't pass. To Imam Malik, he doesn't want to bring fitna, but he cannot hide the ilm. If something is right, he will say it. Come with me, this is his time, and somebody will listen. But to the authority, this is instigating the people to show that you can revolt, because your bay'ah is not valid, we are forced. So because of that, and Muhammad bin Abdullah bin Hassan al-Nafs Zakiyah had revolted so that he can be the one to be elected as Amir that year. So then the wali got hold of Imam Malik, and Imam Malik was being punished quite a lot. It is said that he was punished to the extent that he dislocated his shoulder, and he was not able to even fold his hand properly with his prayer. So after that issue, when it finished, the Abu Ja'far Mansur came to Imam Malik and apologized and told him, Wallahi, he just made the word which he said, yes. He said, Wallahi alladhi la ilaha illa huwa ma amartu billadhi kana wala alimtu. By Allah, I never instructed anybody to do what he did. Neither did I know anything about it. Now, we don't know. But the authors, the writers, write and say Abu Ja'far al-Mansur was a very learned and kind individual. It will be very difficult for his wali, who is governor of Medina, to do something like that to somebody as important as Malik, because by then Malik was the most important sheikh in Medina and even in the Muslim world. That something will happen and he's not aware. But anyway, he came and apologized, and he said very good words, that Medina is in self-hate because you don't like fitna, and I really appreciate that, and all that. And he said so many. Then Imam Malik said, عَافَ اللَّهُ أَمِيرَ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ وَأَكْرَمَ مَثْوَاهُ قَدْ عَفَوْتُ عَنْهُ. May Allah give afwa in pardon to Amir al-Mu'mineen. I have forgiven you. Sort of something which is good, we talk to him. So this now, I'm just trying to say he did not escape the wrath of the Amir al-Mu'mineen in that time. Imam Abi Hanifa did not, Imam Malik did not, Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal we are going to talk about, he did not. He was jailed for quite a number of years on the issue of Qur'an, was it makhluk or not? Was it created or it was azal? We'll talk about it when we talk about Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. This is because these people had very strong position. Imam Abi Hanifa Malik did not want to talk much about politics, but he will not bend, he will not compromise. He will not talk, but if something is asked which is right, he will state. But he will not incite others. We are being told that his stand as far as the political situation is concerned, he was not very happy when he grew up with the Dawla Umayyad the way it was. Neither was he happy with the Dawla Abbasi. But his experience has shown that anybody who wants to revolt and tries to come in brings more harm than good. There will be fighting, there will be loss of life. It's just like what we see sometimes. We are governed in the Muslim world by authorities which are not so much interested about Islam, which can oppress the people, but sometimes you start wondering, now you change, try to change that authority, sometimes you try to decide to change it, and then it brings more harm, and more problems, and more death for people. So it's the same situation I'm trying to tell ourselves. Not as was as ours, but at least during that time for people who are used all the time, Imam Malik is talking about Umar ibn Khattab, and he will give a lot of advice to these Umara. Most of the time, when they come to him, he will give a lot of advice. Sometimes he will write later to them that better كلكم راع وكلكم مسؤول عن رعيته. Everybody is looking after some people, and every Imam is actually supposed to well after his people. And he will narrate about Umar ibn Khattab and saying, even if a sheep, even if a camel, even if a lamb in Iraq gets a problem, I fear that Allah will ask, what about the people? So he will talk well, he will advise them well, look after the people of Medina, almost he will be giving a lot of advice. This is the stand of Imam Malik. But again, to finish up, Imam Malik was having a great personality, and he will try to show it not to be seen that he is simple and can be just played about with the leaders. One time, one of the Umara came, and all his delegation had already filled the place, the mosque. So people are that some who like and some who don't like, with the delegation of the Amir. People said, now Imam Malik is going to sit next to the last one, he's one mosque. So immediately he asked the Amir al-Mu'minin, said, Ya Amir, it was Mahdi, Ya Amir al-Mu'minin, where do you want your sheikh to sit? He said, of course, next to me. And then all his, bodyguards and whatever, in our times now, cleared the way for Imam Malik to sit next to him. And the Amir tried to squeeze himself so that Imam Malik sit next to him. Why am I mentioning all this? This is because when you have or you meet people who don't honor well, who don't respect well positions of Islam, you need to be aziz. You need to show that you're honorable. You need to show that you're not simple. But when you are, as they say, if he is with his own people, ordinary people, and he comes late or whatever, he will sit at the end of it. But here he wanted to show, I should not be taken lightly. This is Masjid Rasul, this is the Masjid I'm giving a khutbah all the time. Then even if other people come, they're important. A person who has ilm is much more important than that. Inshallah, we will stop there, and inshallah, we will start from tomorrow to talk about Imam Shafi'i, radiallahu anhu, wa akhiru da'wana.